Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. This is Hafer and I reporting in. So today I would like, not today, in this video, generally, I would like to go more in depth into basically Operation Ghost, which is the top left post right there. Hold up, let me bring it to the middle. Alright, let me resize it, hold up for you. So basically, the game that I'm talking about is Operation Ghost. I'm not talking about the current open test version of the game. I'm talking about the plans, the changes and shifts from development. Basically, the upcoming updates, basically the roadmap, how this game is going to be different from other projects that I've worked on before, and why I believe other projects failed and were always not very well. I'll also talk about player base and advertisement at the end. We'll briefly touch about that, upon that. But really, the player base grows out of word of mouth and links and videos and stuff like that. And to get that to happen, I'm gonna basically launch off a advertisement. So that's it. That's advertisement about player base. It's not gonna be at the end of the video if it's done. Okay. All right. So to begin with, let me speak about general information about the game. The game is a first-person shooter. It will release into alpha after it has gone out of closed testing. It is currently in open testing. The difference is all right. Let me touch on to versions later. Uh, it's an FPS. It will feature melee weapons. It'll feature ranged weapons, feature grenades, flash bombs. It'll feature key cards and locked doors. It will feature an entire new UI from the one that you're seeing right now, and it'll feature a main menu and stuff like that. And it should have 3 maps when it's in a playable state. Here we go. Another thing is, yeah, that's pretty much general information about the game. It has no actual setting. I feel like I'm leaning more towards modern settings, because like current modern settings, because our current time doesn't have futuristic things and still uses old things. So I'm not entirely setting it in the future where it's laser weapons, and I'm not entirely setting it in the past where it's just sticks and spears and swords, or M1 Grand, stuff like that. I feel like modern settings do technically offer everything. You know. All right, now we're off. Now that we've touched on general things, let me talk about the new 3 versions of the game. Oh my god, the current version of the game is into open testing, as mentioned. Open testing will feature the first map called, Insulation, Infusion. I have no idea. There's something there. It's called the map. The open testing will feature the map, and it will literally it's there to test the base features of the map. Is there any out of match glitch? Out of match. Is there any out of map glitches? Is there anything to do with that sword? Can it fall off the map? Is anything broken in the map? Is anything glitch in it? And from the open testing, from the 2 updates that have gone out so far, patching the current game and bugging it even further, I found out that, yeah, a lot of things break even though you're coding it, and even though everything's working when you're testing it, nothing's gonna be for certain. Closed testing will pretty much have everything the open test did, but will have obviously improved features and improved performance in general, and will contain a new map. The new map is, I'm not sure yet, but it's either a snow area, right? It's either like a snowy Russian army base. Okay, that'd be interesting to touch on again. I feel like I had something along the lines of what I'm saying right now, going in headquarters, but I lost vision. I changed the entire thing, and it became totally different. And yeah, that's so I'd like to try my hands out of that again. And or I mean, it could be a mansion, like a huge furnished mansion with like accessories everywhere, large open areas in the middle, close quarters areas in the rooms and stuff like that. There would be yeah, stuff like that. Maybe an outside area. Yeah, and that's it. The alpha will release with 3 maps and everything that came with the closed beta and the open beta, and of course we'll have more open features. All right, now we're done with that. Let's talk about the roadmap. The roadmap is road fucking Mac. The roadmap is interesting. I feel like I got the features. I just don't have any use for them right now. You know. So basically, one of the features that is coming in is daily login rewards. I've got the code. It's in the current build of the game that I have working on behind the open testing phase, because I'm working on it, and then I'm gradually using phases of the open testing, because I do not want it all to be just one giant mess, and then you're trying to scramble around the ashes to find something that works and to figure out what exactly does not work. I do not want it like that. I want everything to work, and I want a thing or two in the updates to maybe suffer, right? And these things that suffer, they'd give me information on how I could fix it, right? Like the signs, for example, in before I update it for the third time, right? The signs in the headquarters would fall off into the ground, and it would glitch the entire building and break it. And then I figured that out, and I fixed it, right? Yeah, so stuff like that, and it's great. The another roadmap thing on the roadmap is pretty much melee weapons and ranged weapons, that is known lethal grenades and passive grenades. Passive grenades, kind of not really sure about. Um, Another thing in the key here is obviously maps. I'm gonna have it's probably gonna get removed out of consoles though. Let's say that's the only thing that I'm not happy about. Because in the console release kind of stuff, you technically cannot have any blood, gore, or anything like that. So technically, I have to remove the game from early access for Steam from consoles. I don't think it will come to phones. I put it on tablets, but looking for performances of my other games like Headquarters and stuff, I don't think my games run very well because they have so much things cramped into them to make the location as full as possible, and as beautiful as I can deliver. I have no idea if I'm doing a well job at it, right? But this game is different, and you might wonder how exactly is this game different from the other games I've made, right? Firstly, let me touch on assets. And previous games were built with assets. They're literally like asset, 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 and then it's mixed together into a map. I'm not talking like an asset is legit giving me everything in the sand area. There are a bunch of assets combined together to create that one huge area, right? And while the games look beautiful, they do not function as intended, because the ways I designed the games back in the day, right, was literally take an asset, put that asset to the map, make an area, make that area look good, and then at the end throw a couple of weapons in there and then launch the game. Games like, and then make the player base about 20 players or something like that, and then never support the game. Yeah, or technically never support the combat part of the game or the gameplay features of the game. Never check the game and play it by yourself a day after another. Um, don't check for glitches or mass input things. So basically, like dump everything into one place at a time. Like I told you before, I don't want to do that anymore because it becomes way too hard to fix everything and bugs will be everywhere. And I do not want that to happen again. Yeah. Another thing is old games were not basically, they did not have any fixed settings, or they had one huge map, and that map would just get increased on, increased on, increased on, and the other game, my older games did not have any UI, it did not have any actual good coding, it did not have any personal assets and dialogues, except the story parts. And this new game will not feature story missions, but it will feature challenges, which in general, you do something, you get rewards, which is basically the currency I'm talking about, but are just stopping me from implementing the daily login bonuses. Right? Yeah, I feel like another part of the roadmap is to make a shop in game, and like an in-game shop for cosmetic stuff like skins, and I'm talking cosmetic like you cannot pay for this. Everything here is earned in game, and everything bought from the currency earned only in game is cosmetic only. Like I'm talking camos, I'm talking camouflage, talking skins. You know, like I'm not selling new weapons and calling that a variant. You know, no 5% extra XP. Oh yeah, another thing is leveling up. There will be levels in the game at some point. I don't know, don't know when exactly. Game timers will be there. Map voting will be there at some point. But I'm talking like very future stuff here because we're still literally phase one. I'm still building up the stuff as we speak. None of these things exist behind closed doors. You know, none of these things exist, and pretty much that's why I'm discussing it now to get opinions and to get you to hopefully try out the game now. Tell me about any bugs, anything that I could fix, and I'll try my best to respond to you and basically fix everything. Yeah. What else? What will happen to a headquarters and headquarters battle royale or low frequency, whatever I decided to call it? By the way, Operation Ghost, the name's not final, right? Headquarters, eh? I feel like headquarters is too fucked to be saved. If I was to try and fix it, okay, let's say I'm not. Hold up, let me just check. Check. This might take a while, but honestly, it's fine. I'm just trying to check how many versions of this game were there. I know which version was the playable version. I just want to check which of these, how many versions have I actually made to this game, because look, the game came out the first quarter of 2018. It came literally on the 25th of the first month of 2018, and it was last updated about a month ago or less, if you about less than a month ago, right? And the game was my biggest project yet. It literally had so much. It worked so well in testing, but under execution, the game got executed literally, totally due to all the assets. So, version histories, we have 50 versions of the game, right? Oh, what? So 12-day interval between each update, pretty much. Oh, I had one day where I literally they had a 1 day interval between the two updates, and then I have a 10-day, and then that 10-day I updated the game 4 times with 10 minutes in between, just like to show you how bugged the game was, literally, right? So we have to revert to like build 12 when the snow area was actually first implemented. I feel like the ice area and the dust area, desert area, are the only functional parts of the game. Even the zombies don't work in that game. Uh, the ship doesn't work. It falls off the map. The water levels are fucked. The city is completely is complete asset. Not everything in the city is a complete asset, but most the city itself, the base plate, is an asset. And that was shitty, you know. Hold up, let me just fix my mic. All right, and that was shitty. But now it's gone. I have what I believe is passion for this project, and this time I'm not only willing to make a detailed map that is full of everything. I'm willing to make an enjoyable game. I'm willing to I'm going to make I'm not willing I'm going to make a playable experience and not just a viewing simulator or a walking simulator, right? Maps will not be too big. Matches will not be too long. And the map will not explode if you walk. Ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much everything we have had to talk about. Please comment, try out the game, give it a shot. Tell me if you like it or not. Um, yeah, yeah. If you have tried it before, which I highly doubt it. Be sure to give me your opinions down below in the description. Be sure to check out this amazing game developed by 314 Arts called Vengeance. The game is amazing. It is very reminiscent of the old COD 4 days, where it's basically old styled gaming feel. I have managed to spend an hour, not waste an hour, in that game without even realizing, which just shows you how good and fun of a fun time it is. Only issue it has is it does not have populated servers. And to that I would like to say, why? You know, the game had a rocky beginning, right? But now it is great, and I would like to support the developer because he is supporting the game. And to get you back into the game, to get you more interested into it, there is a new update which reworks everything and will add possibly new maps, scrapping the old ones. Well, and to tell you that the old ones are not bad. They're a little generic, and there's little less diversity between them, but they were overall good maps. So to see them all getting removed and remade, not remade, reworked maybe, or to have fully new maps, right, implemented, just shows you how much work the developers are putting into the game. If you support the game, be sure to tweet me or post a comment or anything. I will add you to support list. And be sure to tell me what do you think about the new UI. I'm gonna be using this for basically gaming videos I do on my computer. Uh, this part is literally, I would like a support part to a new game. On the top is literally advertisement for myself. Right here. Sorry, right here is literally an advertisement for yourself. These three parts I literally support because I like to support this developer as much as I can. And over here we have a small but pretty complex slideshow showing artwork I've used before, old artwork, art logos that I've used in the channel, and unused thumbnails, right there, or things that I used in the thumbnail. You know, so basically my art collection in smaller words. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, thumbs up, thumbs up and drop a like at the same thing. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to, do the thing I said first and leave a comment. Check out the game, Vengeance. Alright, it's amazing, and if you don't like it, that is fine. Just try to spread a word about it. because it's a great game. Um, what else should I say? Thank you for watching. I hope you have a amazing rest of the day, rest of the week. If I do not upload tomorrow or after tomorrow, or during the week, and I'll see you next time. Cue music. I was thinking of putting a knockoff Merc Music outro, but too much work.